While it may seem like quite an over-the-top and dramatic title and thumbnail, yep, it's true. I really have started to hate mountain biking. And there are many reasons why. It's not just one thing, it's lots of little things that have kind of been adding up. But over the past couple of months or so, everything to do with bikes has just not interested me whatsoever. And I wanted to make this video because, you know, I owe a lot to the people that watch these videos. But yeah, we'll start off by explaining what's been going on and find a new camera angle, because these videos can get really boring. So I think the main reason why I've got into this funk is because all the things I've liked about mountain biking have kind of been gone lately, haven't they? I love the traveling, I love going places, I love finding new trails, riding with new people. And for the last however long it's been since this all started, and when I say this, you should know what I'm talking about. Every time I've made a plan, it's been cancelled and I have to come up with another thing. There are other factors actually to that. I'm probably the most unfit I've been since maybe 6 or 7 years ago. When it comes to trying to make videos, you know, ideally I'd be out filming 3 days a week. But what I've been finding is that I just don't have the energy and I just can't recover. Now, a lot of you watching are probably thinking, oh, this is burnout, but I don't want to call it that. It feels very different to just being exhausted by doing so much. It really is like just the interest to do it has gone. So even like around here, when my friends have been asking me to go ride, you know, if the trail I've been riding isn't the one I want to go and do, then I just haven't been. And that list of trails that I would actually want to ride has been getting, you know, smaller and smaller and smaller. And that might sound very strange to you watching. You know, I'm sure you watching a very keen mountain biker and you love it and you can't understand how anyone could get bored of it. And I'm the same, honestly. I've been very confused and trying to answer my own question. It's very trivial. And that's the other thing that I'm very aware of and mindful of, is that these things aren't that big a deal, but for some reason they are. And not only has it been affecting me just going out biking, but of course when it comes to making videos, everything seems to be just kind of trying to trip me up. And that's how it feels. It could be the weather, or, you know, I wake up one day and I'm just exhausted, but it's the only day that we could go film, maybe get quite frustrated. Unfortunately, Joel, the filmer I was working with, we're no longer doing stuff together. I think that I'm a very difficult person to work with, in all honesty. I found it very hard to really get across what I was looking for and trying to instill that in another person. I don't think anyone will care as much about the videos I'm making with my name on it as I do. But what I will say is that Isaac, who has been editing my videos for a bit, Isaac, please give yourself a shout out on Instagram right here. I recommend you go and follow him. He's a fantastic photographer. He's been great and we've really clicked on kind of what needs to be done. Hopefully, people might not have even noticed that I've had an editor. And some of you may know, last July, I really needed to do something that wasn't mountain biking. And for me, that turned out to be picking up golf again, which is something I played when I was much younger. And that's really given me things that I needed from a sport, which was, you know, something to work towards, a measure of how you're getting better, and the actual drive to improve. To be fair, at some points, mountain biking has very much become the second place choice. Again, that in itself has made me question everything that's going on. So there has been a bit of acceptance that I've had to work towards, and now I think things are going to improve. And I really do owe it to the people watching this. I mean, I wouldn't be here doing what I can do right now if it wasn't for everyone watching. And that's why this video has the intention of me finding that passion all over again. So that's what we're working towards in this video. I'm gonna go ride some new places, ride with some friends, ride some favorite trails. So tomorrow I'm gonna start off by riding with Paul and Kristen on some old favorites, and we'll see how that goes. Angry Midget, one of the favorites. Oh my life. When I dropped into Angry Midget, I definitely put myself way at the back. The bike is just feeling so alien to me and different, and when I was riding down, I felt like I was way off the back of it and I was fiddling with my brakes and everything. Because I didn't focus on my fitness and my strength as much as I should have done, my arms have just been getting really sore. And when I dropped in, I never get arm pump normally. I was getting the worst pain and I was finding it very hard to hold on. So that's why I kept fiddling with my brakes. So dusty. The conditions here right now are very dry. We're in this big heat wave, as I'm sure you've seen about on the news. And even though this is one of my favorite trails that I've ever ridden, it just felt like I didn't know it at all. Oh boy, it's so juicy!
Oh, that was so bad. So it was really hot. We need a lot of rain over in BC. My leg's dead. We've only done one lap. Oh, it's very much first world problems right now.
I have been out riding a couple of times, not just on this day when we went filming, because I wanted to check out this trail called Pseudo Suga, which is one of the most well-known blue flow trails in town, and it's just been redone. And oh my life, it's incredible.
Oh my God, look at this turn. Oh! Oh! This is one of the best made trails, I think, I might have ever ridden.
And this is where I really started to feel just the stoke coming back. I will say I've never ridden a trail that felt so much like a roller coaster than this one.
Oh my God, look at that turn! All bike trails should be built as well as this. Look at the berms, oh my God. Oh my God. I feel very lucky that this is in my hometown. So fortunate. I mean, look how big this thing is. Look at it, it's massive. And then come down here and this big, it's even bigger. Oh. Oh.
And with that lap finished, headed back, got an ice cream from Paul and Kristen, and called an end to an exciting first day.
DJ Panther felt a lot better at the end of that. So a successful first day of this project, I'd say.
Let's take a second to talk about this GoPro, because I got the max lens mod for it for better stability, but I'm so sorry, this quality is garbage. I've tried fixing it with the limited amount of correction knowledge that I have. Yeah, it's super stable, but it's grainy. It doesn't have any detail in it, even though it's on the most detailed setting. I've already switched it back to the normal lens. We're gonna see if that's any better. Welcome to day 2 of the comeback train. Went to Whistler, rode with my buddy Wade, who is a bit of a goat when it comes to climbing up trails, as you can see in this clip. Yes. Oh! Oh! Wade had told me about this new trail, and it's called Bring on the Weekend, and he assured me that I was going to enjoy it. So I trusted him, and I headed up the hill with him. Now, in Squamish, the climbing trails kind of like this, okay? But in Whistler, climbing trails...
Oh, we're climbing again. Oh, I have such little fitness right now, especially on these punchy ones.
I'm pretty sure Wade thought this would be like a 2-hour ride. It turns out that we were out there for like 3. I was pretty much dead. Hadn't even started the descent.
Oh, I'll tell you when there's a punchy climb, no problem. 5 seconds later. Oh my God. I thought we were going down. Oh, this is great.
As you can already see from the footage, the trail is fantastic. It's very much like a feature to feature kind of trail. Very dry, very dusty. I probably won't be putting wheels on it again until some rain comes, because I want to save it. And we also bumped into some people maintaining the climbing trail. Shout out to you guys. Walker doing a great job with all your volunteers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Wade. Oh, he dominated it.
And at times I was getting a little bit scared, and being scared is not something that's on my itinerary anymore. I don't want to get injured, I'm tired of being hurt. The thing I enjoy about mountain biking is nothing to do with sending it or getting loose or whatever.
Wade just said these are all the double black optional things. Let's have a look. As steep as it is, I don't think I'll be slipping and sliding.
These features, they did make you pucker up a little bit, and I was kind of enjoying that because I knew they were manageable, but I was a little unsure.
Drop him. Oh shit.
Again, this seems like an emotion that most people will have all the time. Do you know what I mean? But it's just something that's been missing, I think, from my mountain bike rides. And I welcomed it coming back.
Oh, that is a splendid roll.
Wade was really excited to show me these extra rock rolls that were down at the bottom. But when we checked the time, we were so behind. We'd already been riding for like 2 hours and 50 minutes or something, and I was going to be late for my appointment. I'll have to get back there and check it out. But it was really fun to see a new trail. Oh, also we saw 2 bears fighting.
Okay, we're in a time crunch, so we're going back somewhere else. But then we've just seen that the way we want to go, there's 2 bears literally fighting, which Wade has never seen, and he lives in Whistler. Oh, look at them go. They're small.
Everything's small from this far away.
Maybe.
For day 3, I met up with fellow YouTuber Nick from the channel VanCan. I love riding with Nick, riding with another YouTuber. We can always get along, we can always chat about really relatable stuff. That was until he sent me a message saying that he had once again broken his bike. He actually has 2 really nice mountain bikes. He's broken both of them. But I had to take my van to Vancouver because it needed to get service, and I was determined to get Nick out for a ride. So I called Giant in North Vancouver, and they said that I could get in touch with Essential Cycles because they actually have a whole bunch of Giants that you can demo, and I gave them a call, and they had one, and they helped us out with the rental. So the ride was back on. How heavy is the rider?
Nick, how heavy are you?
Bleep this out. Like,
Okay.
Let's bike check this sucker. First of all, great sign. Shimano Dior cassette by the looks of it. SLX derailleur, SLX cranks, Shimano Dior brakes, Nick.
that's a quality pull.
The North Shore isn't my favorite place to go and ride, but all I wanted to do was get out and go for a pedal with my buddy Nick. Now the ride up on the road was actually really pleasant, but then we dropped into Corkscrew and the familiar jank of the North Shore reared its head. And it's just something that I just can't get on with, but I was actually able to laugh at it.
It's just like no flow.
This is the flowiest trail here.
This is the flowiest trail here.
Towards the end of Corkscrew, there was this really nice kind of flowy bit with a couple of jumps, but it's so dry here, the dust is real. And one thing I really don't enjoy is just dust. And when we finished Corkscrew, there was more jank on Tingu and Panko.
God, the jank. You just gotta like look ahead and hope. Oh, what? A jank berm. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, it's all right. Oh! Doing shore on the shore. There you go. Oh, jump, jump. Oh! Did not like the look of that log on the next one. Oh! Oh, that last bit was good. Lots of GoPro problems. We're going to try the non-high bitrate now and see if that fixes it. But this Hero 9 is being quite trash, and what should have taken not much time at all on this trail is taking loads, because actually I'm having to ride bits again. Oh, he's doing it, he's doing it. He's doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, you're doing it, we're all doing it. Yes, yes, no.
And at the end, really, I kind of felt a bit unsatisfied. Obviously, this is another thing that really bugs me about mountain biking, is when you have this perfect plan and then someone has a mechanical and there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, it was great to go and hang out with Nick, but it was just another ride where I kind of felt just unsatisfied. But tomorrow, I'm gonna go back to Squamish, and I've got a good plan. Welcome to day 4 and the final day, and boy, is it hot. Today, I'm gonna go and ride one of my favorite trails, which is in the Valley Cliff area of Squamish. Definitely underrated. If you're in town and you haven't been, go. It's very easy to get lost, but if you have someone that kind of knows what they're doing, it does make things a lot simpler. I wanted to ride a trail called Single Track Mind. I really wanted to get up to this one called Tomorrow, but time's got away from me today. I had my second jab an hour ago, whatever, still no tail, so everything's fine. Go and get vaccinated, please. But it's a very good trail, and even though conditions were incredibly dry, I really had a lot of fun going down it. So while we watch me riding down this amazing trail, let's figure out what I've really discovered this week. I mean, the goal was to find my passion for mountain biking again. And yeah, for sure, I've definitely had a better time riding a bike than I have done over the last couple of months. And I think a little bit of that is because I was just putting more effort and more focus into it. And that's really helped change my mindset. I don't think my expectations have been that high. I've always wanted just to have fun on my mountain bike, and that's not what I was doing. But perhaps introducing a little bit more acceptance in that things might go wrong sometimes. It doesn't help when they repeatedly go wrong. I mean, even this week, things have almost gone wrong each day. One of the constants of those has been the Hero 9. My life, this thing has actually sucked quite a lot this week, and I think I've narrowed down the culprit to it being recording in a higher bit rate, which is annoying. It's one of the main reasons that you get the camera. Maybe it'll work better somewhere else, but who knows? Whatever. Trail Manos, who make all my merch, have actually got a deal going on right now. If you buy a jersey and a pair of these amazing Team Slow and Awkward gloves, you get a little discount. There's a link in the description below. Go and pick one up today. One? No, two. You should pick two. No, I've messed it up. Okay. I've enjoyed just being by myself, I think, making the video. It is a lot better having another filmer. You can definitely get better footage, but I just think being a bit more independent and rely on myself has made things a lot easier and more chill. That's definitely something I'm going to explore from now on. I don't think I've solved all these problems. I'm not like dying to go mountain biking again. Honestly, I just think it's so hot and everything's so dry. We're desperate for rain in BC. When the conditions change a little bit, the stoke will come back in probably quite a big way. But don't get me wrong, I love mountain biking. Mountain biking is one of the best things you can do in this world. It's just that right now, maybe my relationship is a bit different. It's been interesting being a bit more conscious of this and really exploring it. And I'm excited for what's to come. We're gonna get back into helping newer riders as well. Don't worry, I haven't forgot. I will be doing that this month. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. Check out the special offers that we've got for merch in the description below. Like the video, there's so much stuff to do. But most importantly, watch it twice. Cheers punters, I'll see you next time.